You're about to hear 50 of the weirdest, most mind-blowing facts ever. Let's start the countdown. Number 50. Axolotls can regrow entire limbs and parts of their heart and brain. These creatures never fully grow up and can regenerate lost limbs, heart tissue, and even parts of their brain. Scientists hope to unlock human regeneration secrets by studying them. Number 49. A shrimp's heart is located in its head. Since their head and thorax are fused, their heart, brain, and stomach are all in the same place. So yes, shrimp do think with their hearts. Number 48. Sloths can hold their breath longer than dolphins. By slowing their heart rate, sloths can hold their breath for up to 40 minutes underwater, while dolphins typically surface every 10-15 minutes for air. Number 47. Kangaroos can't walk backward. Because of their muscular tail and unique leg structure, kangaroos physically cannot move in reverse, which is why they symbolize constant forward progress. Number 46. Some skunks do handstands before spraying their enemies. A spotted skunk will stand on its front legs and perform a handstand before launching its infamous defensive spray. If you see a skunk upside down, run! Number 45. Your tongue print is as unique as your fingerprint. If fingerprint scanners ever become too easy to hack, future security might require you to lick a scanner instead. Number 44. There are more bacteria in your mouth than people on Earth. Your mouth is home to over 700 species of bacteria, totaling billions of microbes, far outnumbering the 8 billion people alive today. Number 43. The average person spends nearly 2 years of their life on the toilet. That's 6 hours a week, or about 3 months per decade just sitting on the toilet. Number 42. There's a type of bacteria that can survive in outer space. The bacterium Deinococcus radiodurans, often called Conan the bacterium, is one of the toughest life forms on Earth. It can withstand extreme radiation, dehydration, and even the vacuum of space. Number 41. A Roman emperor once threw a party where guests were smothered by falling rose petals. Emperor Elagabalus wanted an extravagant feast, but he dropped so many flower petals on his guests that some suffocated. A truly deadly floral display. Number 40. Your brain generates enough electricity to power a small LED light. At any moment, your brain is producing about 20 watts of electrical power, enough to keep a small bulb glowing. If thoughts were energy, you'd be your own nightlight. Number 39. There's a squid that glows like a living light bulb. The Hawaiian bobtail squid has a special relationship with bioluminescent bacteria called Vibrio fischeri. These bacteria live inside the squid and produce light, allowing the squid to glow in the dark. Number 38. You can survive longer without food than without sleep. A human can last 3 weeks without food, but after just 10 days without sleep, your body starts shutting down. Sleep deprivation is far deadlier than starvation. Number 37. Your bones are stronger than steel. Pound for pound, human bones are 5 times stronger than steel. If we had steel-like bones, we'd be nearly indestructible. Number 36. A day on Mercury is longer than its year. Mercury rotates so slowly that one full day, sunrise to sunrise, lasts 176 Earth days, while its year, one orbit around the sun, is only 88 Earth days. That means you'd have 2 birthdays before seeing one sunset. Number 35. If you fell into a black hole, time would slow down drastically. To an outside observer, you'd appear frozen in place near the event horizon, but to you, time would feel normal until you're stretched into oblivion. Number 34. The largest volcano in the solar system is Olympus Mons on Mars. At 3 times the height of Mount Everest, Olympus Mons is so wide that if you stood on one side, the other edge would be beyond the horizon. Number 33. There's a massive cloud of alcohol floating in space. Near the Milky Way's center, a gas cloud called Sagittarius B2 contains enough ethyl alcohol to brew 400 trillion pints of beer. Number 32. The coldest place in the universe is the Boomerang Nebula at 457.7 deg, 272 deg. This nebula is actually colder than the empty vacuum of space, and scientists are still trying to figure out why it's so incredibly frigid. Number 31. Hippos sweat a red-colored fluid that acts as sunscreen and antibacterial protection. It looks like they're sweating blood, but this natural secretion keeps them cool and prevents infections. Number 30. Arctic foxes don't shiver until it's 94 degrees, 70 degrees. While most animals would freeze to death at such temperatures, Arctic foxes have the warmest fur of any land mammal, keeping them cozy even in brutal Arctic winters. Their fur changes color with the seasons, white in winter for camouflage in snow and brown in summer to blend with tundra landscapes. Number 29. There's a medieval castle in France still under construction since 1997. Get-Along Castle is being built using only 13th century techniques, tools, and materials. Masons, carpenters, and blacksmiths are working under the same conditions as medieval builders, creating a real, functioning castle that will take decades to complete. Number 28. The hottest temperature ever recorded on Earth was 134 degrees Celsius, 56.7 degrees. This record-setting heat was measured in Death Valley, California on July 10, 1913. However, modern scientists debate whether that reading was accurate. Regardless, Death Valley still holds the world's highest reliably recorded temperature, 130 degrees 54.4 degrees in 2021. Number 27. Grasshoppers hear with their stomachs. Unlike humans, grasshoppers don't have ears on their heads. Instead, they have a special hearing organ called a tympanum located on their abdomen. This helps them detect high-frequency sounds, including the mating calls of other grasshoppers. Number 26. Saturn's moon Titan has lakes of liquid methane. Unlike Earth's lakes, which are filled with water, Titan, Saturn's largest moon, has lakes and rivers of liquid methane and ethane. Since Titan's atmosphere is too cold for water to exist as a liquid, hydrocarbons take its place, making it one of the strangest places in our solar system. Number 25. A computer beat a chess champion before it could beat a toddler at tic-tac-toe. IBM's Deep Blue supercomputer famously defeated world chess champion Garry Kasparov in 1997. However, AI struggled for years to beat young children at tic-tac-toe because it couldn't understand how humans make mistakes. It assumed every player was a perfect strategist. Number 24. Babies have more bones than adults. Newborns are born with about 300 bones, but as they grow, many fuse together, leaving adults with only 206 bones. This process strengthens the skeleton, making it less fragile as we age. Number 23. Octopuses throw things at each other when they're mad. Octopuses are highly intelligent, and they've been observed grabbing shells, sand, and even fish to hurl at other octopuses during disputes. Some scientists believe this behavior is a form of aggression or dominance. Number 22. Some turtles breathe through their butts. Certain turtle species, like the Australian Fitzroy River turtle, can perform cloacal respiration, a fancy way of saying they absorb oxygen through their rear ends. This ability helps them stay underwater for months during hibernation. Number 21. Apples float because they are 25% air. Inside every apple, tiny air pockets help keep it afloat, making apple bobbing possible. This air also affects texture and crunch, which is why older apples, with less air, become mealy and sink. Number 20. The first TV remote control was connected by a wire. Invented in 1950, the Lazy Bones remote let viewers change channels without leaving the couch, but it required a long, clunky cable. Wireless remotes weren't introduced until 1955, making TV watching much more convenient. Number 19. Earth's core is as hot as the surface of the sun. At 10,800 dig, 6,000 digs, Earth's inner core is just as hot as the sun's outer layers. It's made of solid iron and nickel, but the heat and pressure keep it from melting. Number 18. The most expensive thing ever built is the International Space Station. The International Space Station, ISS, cost over $150 billion, making it the most expensive structure ever built. And it's still orbiting Earth at 17,500 miles via 28,000 km. Number 17. A lightning bolt is 5 times hotter than the sun. Lightning can reach 50,000 degrees, 27,760 degrees, about 5 times hotter than the sun's surface. This extreme heat instantly vaporizes air, causing the thunderous boom we hear after a strike. Number 16. There's a metal that melts in your hand. Gallium is a rare metal that melts at 85.6 degrees, 29.8 degrees, meaning it turns to liquid just from body heat. This fascinating metal is used in electronics and medical devices. Number 15. The ocean is so deep that Mount Everest would fit inside it, with miles to spare. The Mariana Trench is 36,070 feet, 10,994 meters deep. That's over a mile deeper than Mount Everest is tall. Number 14. Bees can recognize human faces. Bees use configural processing similar to humans to distinguish between individual human faces, meaning they can remember people. Number 13. Music can change the way you taste food. Studies show high-pitched sounds make food taste sweeter, while low-pitched sounds enhance bitterness. Some restaurants even use sound-based menus to influence diners. Number 12. A single tree can make 2,600 pounds of oxygen per year. Just 2 fully grown trees can provide enough oxygen for a family of 4 to breathe for a year. Number 11. Some bats can run on land. Most bats struggle to walk, but vampire bats have evolved to run and jump, using their wings like legs. Number 10. Turtles have been around longer than dinosaurs. Turtles first appeared 250 million years ago, meaning they were roaming the Earth before the first dinosaurs even existed. Number 9. There's a cave in Texas where time runs differently. Inside the Bracken Cave in Texas, home to the largest colony of bats in the world, time appears to slow down due to the sheer number of bats flying out at once. Every summer night, over 20 million bats exit the cave in a thick, swirling tornado that lasts for hours. What's wild? Because of the sheer density and movement of the bats, the airflow and pressure inside the cave subtly alter sound waves and even light refraction, making time seem to stretch for observers. Number 8. Sharks existed before Saturn got its rings. Saturn's rings formed about 100 million years ago, while sharks have been around for 400 million years, meaning sharks are older than Saturn's iconic look. Number 7. Ants never sleep. Unlike humans, ants enter short periods of inactivity, but they never fully sleep like we do. Number 6. There's an island where no human is allowed to go. North Sentinel Island, home to the Sentinelese tribe, is completely off-limits. The islanders violently reject outsiders, and the Indian government has banned all visits. Number 5. Laughter burns calories. A 10-15-minute laugh session can burn about 40 calories, so technically watching funny videos is a workout. Number 4. In the 19th century, dentures were made from the teeth of dead soldiers. After the Battle of Waterloo, thousands of teeth were collected from fallen soldiers and used to make real human dentures, known as Waterloo teeth. Number 3. There's a glacier in Antarctica that's mysteriously humming. Scientists have discovered that the Ross Ice Shelf, one of the largest glaciers in the world, produces a constant, eerie humming sound. This happens because winds blowing over the surface create vibrations that resonate through the ice, much like a musical instrument. Number 2. Napoleon was once attacked by a horde of bunnies. During a rabbit hunt, his men gathered hundreds of rabbits, but instead of running away, the bunnies charged at him because they thought he was bringing food. Number 1. Some frogs can freeze solid in winter and come back to life in spring. Wood frogs produce their own antifreeze, allowing them to survive being completely frozen for months. When they thaw, they hop away like nothing happened. Which fact blew your mind the most? Comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more crazy facts.